Maestro Gaming presents a wobbly wagon wheel production about a nomad man. That man is the Gypsy King. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production, and we are here outside the Doha Stadium. Yes, the Doha Stadium here in Israel, more specifically in Sakhanin, Israel, where they are home to Bnei Sakhanin, I believe the team is, for today's first game of the episode. So, without further ado, I'm going to head on inside. Well, hopefully see you fine folks for the kickoff in just a second. Okay everyone, it's time to kick off our first game of today's episode. Of course, we are here in Doha, the real Doha, the one in Sakhanin in Israel. The Doha you always think of when you hear Doha. Well, our team for today is Ado in goal, Bakar at left back, Posman and Levy in central defence. Elk, of course, on the right hand side. Central midfield is going to be controlled by Elias and Nwadika. We then have Zion in front of them, Wittenberg on the right-hand side, Avandro on the left, and Boo Boo up front. The bench consists of Goran, Zuri, Itzka, Etu, Moshi, The Champ, and of course Effie, who I also want to call Elfie for some reason. So I might just call him Elfie. I think I said that in the previous episode, but yes, it is starting to ring a bell with me at this point. Mega Man thinks we should tell the team they're expected to prove a point, and I think that is exactly right. We need to tell them to pick up their game. We've lost 2 and then drawn 1 for our last 3 games. So yeah, we need to pick it up, and they're on a bad run as well. So let's pile the misery on. Let's give the fans something to cheer for. No, we're away from home. So I know a lot of you... Avenge what happened last time we played them. Against a crap team. Okay. Yeah, let's avenge. Let's avenge the team that is struggling. We are all walking out of the wall because we are, of course, ghosts. So we just came from the car park and transitioned through the wall. I actually have no idea what was going on with that. I don't know who on the design team decided to make the stadium have a tunnel entrance on a wall. But it's Zion. Zion keeps balling, plays about to Elk. Elk has space. Oh, that's a terrible cross, Elk. You should have done better. Avandro does collect the ball behind him, though. Whips one back in. Oh, terrible header away. Boo Boo to Elias on the edge of the area. Shy Elias with his first goal of the season, and what a beautiful one it is. Assisted by Boo Boo. Yet again, we're scoring on this 12/13th minute mark. Back-to-back episodes, we have done this on the opening game. Elias, what a ball. That was beautiful. Smashes it into the left hand side of the goal. Goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. So Abdullah, it's now with Judson. Abdullah tries the ball over the top to Bazia. Bazia 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Ado, lovely save. And we have the linesman who is just wandering about near the back of the goal. So whips one in. Posman heads it away. Judson collects the ball. Now, what's Judson going to do with this? Plays it all the way back to the halfway line. Ball over the top, intercepted by Levy, and it is over. We are, of course, the only game going on, as you can see. So everyone else is going to have a game in hand over us, except for them, of course. In fact, they could slip into the relegation zone if things don't go their way, because they just need a draw to leapfrog them. So we might be pushing them into the relegation zone, and, well, I won't feel too bad about that. As long as it's not us in the relegation zone, I could care less which of these teams up in it. We're going to demand more, though. I know we've got the lead, but we should definitely be beating these by quite a bit. Get a couple of goals before half-time. Probably unlikely at this stage, but 2-3-0 is how I'd expect this one to go. So, in fact, looking at those statistics, 4, 5, we've had 6. We should definitely be winning by more. Anyways, it is 1-0 going into half-time. We've had 12 shots, they've had 2. 7 on target to their 2. 5 fouls apiece, 0 yellow cards apiece. 30% possession for them to our 70. Now, our best performer has been Elias. He's got 85 passes completed, an 8.8 rating, and of course a goal. Best performer for them is their centre-back, weirdly, with a 6.8 and no reason for it. Struggling to perform is Wittenberg. He got a 0% cross-completion ratio in the 6.5. He's been having a rough couple of games. Maybe Moshi's going to come back into the starting lineup. We then have Kime for them with a 6.3 and also 0% crossing completion ratio. So, Mega Man thinks we tell the team they're expected to prove a point. Assertively, lads. You're playing well. Room for improvement, though. You're doing okay. I'm not going to hammer you. We are winning the game, but I expect more. So, demand more because I expect more. So I should demand it. Pressure. Elias, you're the only guy who's performing. Stop feeling pressured. I get it. I yelled at the team. I couldn't exactly tell you that you're doing okay there. I don't know. An angry Brit on the sideline has confused the Israeli team. We have Otsu now whipping one in. Oof, we got away with one there. They probably should have equalised with that opportunity. Lucky for us, they threw it away. Elias though, little tired my friend. I'm not sure when our next game is. You know what? We should probably check that one. Check when our next game is. It is... Okay, so we've got a 7-day gap. So Elias doesn't need to go off necessarily. But I think just... It's a good idea. We'll get him off the pitch. Although... do we risk him? Is at risk of injury. I guess we take him off. Just be safe. Take him off. We've got plenty of decent backups, especially in that central midfield role. Wittenberg's having a rough one, so the Moshi Monster is on. We then have Evandro having a rough one on the left-hand side. So you know what? Triple substitution. Let's get the champ on. The champ is back. I was going to say going to play as a winger, but he's back. We're just going to use him as an inside forward. They have possession though. We really need to get a second goal. Just put this one beyond all doubt. We cannot be throwing away another win. Can't be doing that in back-to-back games. That would be terrible. And, well, this is looking bad. Come on, lads. Good one, Addo. I appreciate that, Addo. I'm going to demand more. There we go. Demand more. There's only Nowadika, who's having a good game, who's left on the pitch. So, I think it's fair to yell at the lads. Apparently, none of them heard me. I guess they all just blanked me out after the last time I did it. Elk, though. Elk just running over to the byline. Plays it back into Nowadika. Nowadika plays it over to Atu. Atu, nice ball over to Elk. Elk doing lovely plays, keeping these inside of the line. Atu, though, making a nice little run. Plays it through to Zion. Zion plays it back to Atu. Atu is just going to hold it up. Nice ball over to left-hand side now, where Bakar has plenty of space to get in the cross. Will he pull it back, though? He does. To Atu, back to Bakar, back to Atu. Atu has acres of space. Shoot! Somebody! Champ! Zion! Zion finally takes the shot and gets his first goal of the season, assisted by the champ. And, well, we are off to a comfortable win. I don't see us throwing this one away. Atu had a couple of opportunities there to shoot, but the champ, he'll take one. Zion plays it. Sorry, the champ plays it to Zion, who will actually take the shot. So, Bakar throws it into Atu. Atu crosses it in. Moshi wasn't the greatest of headers, I must admit, but he's got his 5th goal of the season, assisted by Atu. Goalkeeper should have done better, but we've got to give Moshi Monster his praise for getting the goal. Solid header. Don't know how the goalkeeper didn't just catch that. If he didn't dive and just took it standing, then he would have been fine, but the goalkeeper's an idiot. Apparently he just tried diving under the ball. He thought he was doing limbo with a football. But no, he's not. He's a goalkeeper. So, Avadia cuts in from the left-hand side. It's a save by Addo. 10 minutes remain of today's game. We, of course, not going to throw it away, but it would be nice to get a clean sheet. Levy heads it away. Come on, let's get Addo a clean sheet. Let's start this off well. Like I said in the end of the previous episode, we really do need to be winning these 2 games because we are playing 10th after this. And it would be nice to try and catch up to that 8 group. Oh, it's finally over the line. Are we going to be offside? I would say so. He was on the line. VAR thinks so. Let's have a look at this one. Yes, he is. That was messy. Boo-boo, honestly, you probably stopped the guy scoring an own goal. I don't know how you did that. but we don't care. It's not going to make the slightest bit of difference, other than adding one more to our goal difference. But Avadia gets the ball through. Oh, come on, save it, Ado. Someone get it away. Elk, Zion. Nice clearance, Zion. They've now got 2 minutes to get up and try and score a goal. So, someone dispossess him. Avadia, no, we've gave acres of space to this guy on the right-hand side. Boki whips one in. Oh, we have escaped. That is lucky. I'm going to have a nice sip of my coffee, and we should be cruising out of today's game. Levy up to Boo Boo. Header down to Zion. It's back with Boo Boo. Boo Boo has been fouled. And what a stupid foul that was to give away. We have 1 minute of additional time remaining. Are we going to continue this highlight? We are. Levy to Zion. Back to Levy once more. Levy over to Atu to Zion. Something has to come of this long highlight, surely. Bakar now on the left-hand side. Plays it into Champ. Back to Bakar once more. To the Champ once more. Atu, edge of the area. Acres of space. Does not shoot yet again. Noadika plays it to Zion. We know he likes to shoot from range. Noadika plays it over to Bakar. Bakar's header is given away, but comes back to him. Atu now to Zion. Zion back to Atu once more. Lovely ball over to the right-hand side, where we had the longest highlight in history for no apparent reason. So it has ended 3-0 in the end. Elias, Zion and Moshi with the goals. Match stats are as follows. They had 12 shots, we had 18. 5 on target to our 10. 8 fouls to our 5. 0 yellow cards, 0 yellow cards. 34% possession to our 66. Now the best performers were Judson for them with a 6.9 and 12.8 kilometers distance covered. Zion for us got a 9 rating with a 92 even % passing completion ratio. Don't know where I got the 70 from. My brain is, I guess it's because he scored on the 74th minute. Struggling to perform though is Kime. He got 6.3 for them in the end with 9 passes completed, and Wittenberg for us with a 0% crossing completion ratio and a 6.4. As per usual, there's a few different milestones. Not going to go through them, but feel free to pause the video and have a look if you're interested. So, Zion gets the player of the match with that 9 rating and a goal. So, Mega Man. I think I should tell the boys their efforts were excellent. You know what? We've won it 3-0. I said we should win it 3-0. I'm pleased with your performance. Good job, lads. That was a good effort. First half, slacking a little bit. We had the opportunities, we didn't take them. Second half, though, clinical, finished the game, did the job, and a nice victory in the end. So we now have a 4-point gap, so we don't have to worry about losing to Ashdow unless they manage to win their next game, because we've got the goal difference if they draw it. So as long as they don't win their next game, we should be okay up in 9th. Now, what we really need is Netanya to lose their game and for us to win against Ashdow so we can actually try and get into that 8th place spot. But I'm going to head on over to their stadium where I'll hopefully see you fine folks in just a second. Okay, and welcome to the Yud Aleph Stadium for our second game of today's episode. I promise you, somewhere behind that wall, yes, it hasn't been touched since 1966 when it was built. There is actually a 7,800-seater stadium. So, without further ado, I'm going to find out how to get over that wall, and we'll hopefully kick off our game in just a second. Okay everyone, it's time to kick off our second game of today's episode, and we are going up against a good old classic 4-4-2. Not sure how that's going to work out against our lovely team, but without further ado, let's head on into the dressing room and talk to Mega Man, because after all, we have no changes. So let's see what Mega Man has to say. Tell the team they're expected to pick up where they left off. I think that is pretty reasonable. So assertively, they are in fact right behind us. They managed to win, I believe, their game in hand. It was actually against the team directly above us, which was kind of weird. We're huge underdogs. Not sure how we're huge underdogs. We are above them in the league. But go out there, carry on from where you finished last match. There we go. That's gone down great. If it didn't, we would always blame the Mega Man. And I apologise, but the sun is irritating me because there's a gap in my blinds where the sun has decided it's going to creep through. So if I pull some funny faces, you know why. Because I have the sun glaring right in my face. Which is not the best thing for commentary when I'm trying to read names. that I already struggle with because they are hard to pronounce. But he didn't like that shout. I don't know who it was, but one of our players did not like me demanding more. But they have hit the post and Levy. What? Levy. Just striker's finish from Levy, folks. Let's have another look at that one. So, Canute kicks it up. Azaraya hits the post. Levy just slides in and pokes it past the goalie. I can't blame Addo for that one. Levy, what on earth did you just do? Apart from knock us down to 10th and move them up to 9th. With a 2-point gap. And put them 2 points behind. Okay. Show some passion. Get attacking. Get up. Pull yourselves off the ground. Because this is pathetic, lads. This is really pathetic. Anxious and frustrated? You're anxious and frustrated. I'm frustrated. My own centre-back decides to become a striker. Unfortunately, at the wrong side of the pitch. Posman gets it up to Elias. Now to Zion, back to Elias, and Elias has the ball back once more. Can he get it over to Evandro? No, he looks to be going to the right-hand side. He goes to Nwadika. Nwadika, it's now with Zion. Lovely ball over to Evandro. Evandro keeps it in. Unfortunately, though, Nika collects the ball and plays it up for Zeka. And it's now with Goldstein. Goldstein ball over top to Zeka. Zeka 1-on-1 with Addo. Can he save it? Lovely save by Addo. Unfortunately, though, they do now have a corner. So, can we clear this and try and get into the game? Because right now, it's not looking good. Posman heads it away. Zion, lovely ball up to Boo Boo. Boo Boo has support coming up. Unfortunately, though, he doesn't keep the possession to use it. So, it is half-time, 1-0, thanks to an amazing finish by Levy. Went and slid it past our goalkeeper, which was ridiculous. He could have stayed on his feet, kicked it out. Could have stayed on his feet, kicked it upfield. Could have done anything but what he did, but decided to do that anyways. So, match statistics. 4 shots apiece. 2 on target apiece. I wonder if one of ours on target counts as Levy's shot. Anyways, 5 fouls to 4. 2 yellow cards to 1 yellow card. 36% possession to our 64. We've had the possession. We need to start using it. Levy! Okay, game. You're a troll. Levy has been our best performer. 6.9. I guess they count that finish as a goal for us? I don't know. So, Lidner with a 7 rating and 100% tackle 1 ratio is their best performer. Struggling to perform is Boo Boo. Of course, he has not been finishing like Levy. He's got a 6.4. And then on their side is Azurya with a 6.5. Now, Beersheba, as I like to call them, is currently 0-0 against Shimona. My Shimona. So, sympathise? No. Aggressively. I expect a much better showing in the second half. Don't know what that was. That was terrible. It was a mess. We deserve better. The fans deserve better. Now go give the travelling support what they deserve. Elias plays it to Bakar. Bakar whips one in back post. Wittenberg nods it down for Elk. Elk now plays it back to Wittenberg. Elk has made a lovely run, but Wittenberg shoots and misses. Wittenberg, please, if you're going to do that, at least get it on target. I wouldn't have been so disappointed if you could at least get it on target. But goal kick, kicked up to Guy, plays it back to Liedner. Liedner now, ball over the top. Oh, come on, Zeka's 1-on-1 with Addo. Lovely save, Addo. Can't be letting them just route one it. That is disgusting. Come on, lads. I'm demanding more. We've got frustrated defenders. I'm frustrated. That's focused up the majority of them. Can we please just bring this game back, lads? Now, come on. 65th minute. We need to get forward. Boo Boo is having a rough one. Evandro is having a rough one. Both of them need to go off. Zion is having a rough one. You know what? I can't really take Zion off, can I? Is there anyone who can move into his spot? Boo Boo, perhaps? Yes. Boo Boo. In fact, Zion, you're going to have to stay on the pitch, my friend. I'm sorry. The champ is coming on the left-hand side. No, we're not bringing on Moshi. We're bringing on Effie for Boo Boo. Right, so that's them two sorted. Posman is having a rough one. Posman, you are coming off. I'm sorry. Itzhak is coming on for you. You're also on a yellow card, so that helps with that situation as well. What isn't helping is the fact we are not scoring any goals there. We really need a goal. And hopefully Elias can deliver one. Right here, back post. Nodded away. Unfortunately, Zion can't get onto it, but he can keep it in play. Yes, come on, Zion. Come on, whip across in. Come on, someone, get a goal. Wittenberg. Effie, back to Elias. Oh, Elias. That was unfortunate. Lovely attempt by Elias. Unfortunately, though, doesn't score a goal. So, 15 minutes remain of today's game. Okay, their shout went bad. Let's capitalise. All-out attack. Lads, get up. Let's score a goal. Last 10 minutes. Please, somebody do something. Do something positive. We need a goal. Okay. So Wittenberg's just going to nod it back to the goalkeeper, and yeah, is that the final highlight? Because that's a really disappointing highlight to finish today's game on. Romario kicks it up to the right hand side. Goldstein now, ball over the top, and Addo makes a save. This has been disappointing. We started off the episode so well, and then we're going to finish it like this. Bitten with the corner. Whips it in. Zion, please. Counter-attack. Quickly. Quickly, Zion. We have like 20 seconds. Kante. Somebody get the ball back. Elk. No. You're not supposed to just give them the ball back when you get the ball back. That's not going to help us in the slightest. Mia, though. It's now with Liedner. And yeah. Disappointing. Levy, you might be dropped from the side for that one, my friend. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. To be honest, there's problems all over the place. As you can see, we beat them on shots 11-7. So it's not all Levy's fault. Shots on target, we had 2. We need to be more clinical than that. 2 shots to their 4. Total fouls, we had 5 to their 13. 1 yellow card to their 3. 64% possession, man. Like, what a waste. 64% possession to their 36. Our best performer was, of course, our goalkeeper, Addo. He did solid. Only conceded that 1 goal. Could have conceded a few after those balls over the top, but did a good, solid job in the end. Liedner, though, was their best performer. He got a 7.4 rating, 100% tackle win ratio. Struggling to perform is Evandro. He got 6.4, and Azaya for them also with a 6.4. Now, how did Wittenberg get on? 6.7. I think that's enough to keep him in the team. I was considering bringing on the Moshi monster. Zion, though. Zion. I know he finished our 6.7, but I think the champ might be coming back into the lineup. If not, maybe putting the champ on the left-hand side, because Evandro has been struggling. Boo Boo's also been struggling, so maybe I'll start Effie instead of Boo Boo. I'll think about that one for the next episode. We do, of course, have 2 very big games in the next episode. But first of all, we need to get into the dressing room. No, Mega Man, I'm not going to tell the boys. They did well and their efforts were excellent. They were far from it. That body language has nothing on how I feel about today's result. I'm not happy. That's fired him up. It should. He was useless in today's game. That was absolutely pathetic. We are now 2 points behind Ashdod and, well, 4 points ahead of Ranana. So, good news in the fact that Renana went and lost their game 2-1, which, you know what, that's a good effort by them. They lost 2-1 to a team in 6th. Does mean, though, that we need to try and pick up some points against some solid sides in the next episode. So, let's quickly just get those off. Of course, we missed chances. That is basically what I said. But, like I said, we have to go and play Jerusalem at home. So, at least it's at home. Gusty. Hopefully the ball will blow into their net and save us actually having to do any attacking, because our team are struggling on that front. We then have the final game of the regular season, which is against 7th place. Now, I don't think that 8th place spot is really up for grabs anymore. Even if they lose their next game, there's a 4-point gap. I don't see them throwing 4 points away in the last two games. We would have to win both them lose, yeah, I don't see us getting in the top 8. We are definitely going to be in this bottom 6 running. Now, the question is, can we finish top of that? Because, you know what, I think we can keep out the bottom 2. It's whether we're in that, where in that top 3 we end up finishing, I think. But I thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and goodbye.